Hey, this is Samith Pich from samithpitch.com, and it is my absolute pleasure and honor to be sitting right here to the man who is Dr. Charles No. We call him Dr. No because the guy is amazing. So what I'm actually doing right here is I'm actually in Singapore for a 3-day workshop called Accelerator.
Yep.
And Accelerator is probably one of the most high-end trainings that I've ever been to in terms of the quality of the information and how we've actually been treated in these 3 days. The level of information has been absolutely amazing. So what I've done is, it's been a very busy day, so I've managed to take Charles aside for about 5 minutes.
Yep.
And just get to ask him a few questions. So Charles, thank you so much for having this interview with me.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for being a part of this. And absolutely, I love interviewing. So love spreading the message because it's an incredible industry and not many people know about it. So any chance I get to spread the word about this industry, I'm all for it.
Yeah. So most of my viewers who look at my interviews, they know about internet marketing. But you're absolutely right. Not many people know about CPA marketing.
Sure.
It's like the almost exact opposite of your generic internet marketing niche, where you have gurus and people with fast cars and flashiness, but you don't do any of that. In fact, most CPA marketers are quite what you would class as underground.
Yep.
So tell me, for people who don't know what CPA marketing is, tell me a bit about it.
So CPA marketing means CPA stands for cost per acquisition. So what's great about CPA marketing, aka affiliate marketing, is it's a way to make money without holding inventory. You don't have to do customer service. So when a company wants more customers, maybe their marketing department is not as scalable, or maybe they're not experts. They can bring in third-party people such as myself. So what happens is we help them sell something and we get a commission. So I like to think of it as we are the modern day door-to-door knife salesman. Except instead of going door to door, that's not very scalable. Now I can make money 24/7. I can make money while I sleep. I can make money around the world in every single country, multiple verticals. So how this plays into effect is we find something we want to promote, we build a website around it where we, a pre-sale page, and then what I specialize in is paid traffic. So I actually spend my own money and I promote on traffic sources such as mobile phones, Google, or Facebook. So that's the key difference, because that's why it's not as popular. You have to spend your own money. Yes, you can lose your money, but the riches that are available in this industry is beyond SEO, list building, and traditional avenues of internet marketing. So this is for the big boys. This is for the people who want to make 6 figures a week, 6 figures a month. It's definitely possible. Like in my industry, balling is not $500 a day.
Yeah.
Balling is $20,000 a day. Profit. That's profit.
We're going to go more into figures in a second.
Sure.
Something quite unique about CPA marketing as opposed to most internet marketing is that most of the offers are free. So, we're talking about mobile app installs where you get paid where someone just installs an app, or maybe it might be an mobile sweepstakes offer, or they just might get something that they can get for free. So that also is a lower cost, lower barrier of entry for a person to get into.
It's easier to convert.
Much easier.
There's always a catch. I mean, it depends on the offer. So some of these, it's a free trial where it's free in the beginning and then they build them later on. It's kind of like Netflix.
Yeah.
It's free and then later on they bill you. Another one could be some apps, they just got some big funding and they're trying to break into the top 20 of the Apple Store.
Yeah.
Once they break in the top 20, it's the dipping point where everything just explodes. So when they're number 30, they want to get to number 20. It's very hard to do it organically. So they can employ guys like me and I can just send them that traffic and boost them up. So yeah, it's much easier to get a conversion rate. It depends on the offer, because some are sales, some are leads. It just depends.
Awesome. So Charles, how did you get into CPA marketing? What's your story in a nutshell?
In a nutshell, well, I graduated from Georgia Tech. I had a great job line for me, but I wasn't happy. I read the book 4-Hour Work Week and I realized, man, how am I gonna have time to travel? How am I gonna have time to visit the 7 wonders of the world? How am I gonna have time just to hang out on the beach and stuff? So that lit the fire in my eyes. And then I made money from eBay until I got banned. So that kind of let me know, hey, I like this making money at home thing. I was Googling how to make money on the internet, and it was actually 2 websites that got me started, johnchow.com and Shoe Money. So they introduced me to the world of internet marketing. Started that, I found some blogs, found some forums, kept at it. I lost a few thousand before I was profitable. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have any friends in the industry. All I had was just pure determination and dream. And I just kept at it until one day I was profitable. And my first campaign, maybe 8 years ago, 2008, made 75,000 profit, quit my job, dove right in. I've been doing it ever since.
Awesome, awesome. A lot of people come into this industry almost like fly-by-nights, and then they come in, they make a lot of money, then they disappear.
Sure.
Not many people, such as yourself, has had the longevity of consistently making money, helping people, and providing that value. I mean, how I came across you was your blog, charlesnoel.com,
Yep.
and I was just blown away by the value you were giving away for free. And I thought, wow, if you're giving away all this stuff, what are you giving away? What are you doing with your paid stuff?
Yep.
So, my main question is, how much money have you made in the last couple of years? Because you're not like the big guru stage. You don't flash stuff around, but you've done really well.
So yeah, there's a few thoughts into that. First of all, it's just not my personality to be too flashy.
Yeah.
So I feel when being a marketer, you should be as authentic as possible. So for me, I don't like to be flashy because it's not me. And second, I've been in this industry a long time, and one of the secrets to longevity is I'm not playing that rat race with other people. So I just, I make a lot of money, but most of it goes to property, investments. I'm just trying to set myself up and my family up for the rest of our lives. As far as how much I've made, I can't give exact figures, but I do pretty well. I do at least $1 million profit a year each year.
$1 million profit a year.
Profit, yeah. And sometimes, the industry is up and down, but I think, and of course taxes eat quite a bit into it, but yeah, I'm definitely one of the biggest in my industry.
Awesome. Yeah, you're definitely one of the most respected names in this industry. When people in the CPA industry say Charles, they know exactly who they're talking about. They know the caliber of your campaigns and what you do. But so you've done really well. Do you have any examples of other people done well, or students that you've actually coached?
Yeah, absolutely. I started my training program back in March, and we have several people. We have several testimonials. My biggest success story, his name is Tony Wang. He joined my first workshop back in March, and now he's doing 100,000 profit a week.
That hurts so good.
And I can give you the screenshots, the videos, so you can insert it to show them. So we have that. We have another guy, Grant. He sent me a screenshot the other day. He's doing 16,000 day profit. So I want to make it very clear, because I'm not a snake oil salesman, that not everyone's going to have these kind of success stories. What I do is I give you the blueprint. I give you everything you need. You still have to put in the work. You still have to put in action. And some people, they work at a slower pace. But in my opinion, if I can help you get there in a year, it's better than you never getting there at all, or getting there in 5 years.
Yeah.
So that's why I accelerate your training.
Okay, so speaking of that, what is Accelerator?
Okay, so I've been doing affiliate marketing for close to 8 years, and I need a new challenge, because I have a lot of free time now because I've built a team, I've systemized everything. So these days, I don't really spend as much time on affiliate marketing because I've systemized it out. And with this time, I was ready to move on to the next stage of my life. And I kind of noticed, when I started a blog, I have a lot of readers. I have 30,000 uniques a month. I didn't start the blog to make money. And for the longest time, I was not interested in becoming a guru because I don't want to be lumped in with other guys. That's why I speak for free. I give out free information because I don't want to be lumped in with the Lamborghini guys, the fancy sales letter. Oh, I'm better than you. Look at all these diamonds. Until one day I just realized so many people kept asking me if I could provide training because there's just no high quality training out there. There's a lot of
low quality training, but there's nothing high to that next level training.
There's a lot of training that provides false information by people that are not qualified, or maybe it's outdated information. So I want to come up with some high quality training. So I launched Accelerator earlier this year. So Accelerator is a 3-day intensive program. And
It's intensive, right?
It's intense. 3 days, 9 a.m., 5 p.m. every day. And it doesn't just end. There's parties, there's dinners. It's a very high-end event. And I do it all around the world. I do it in New York, LA, London, Singapore. So it's intense because I teach all the classes myself. And maybe this is not great from a systemizing or business perspective, but I feel if people are investing this much, I want to have complete control over it. I can't help it. I know I should systemize it out, but I just love doing it. I really do. And the reason why we do these in-person training, because I could do an ebook, I could do an online course, and probably make more money, to be honest. But the reason why I do in-person is because I believe in-person is the most effective way. Face-to-face is the most effective way of learning. Second, it's not just me on stage talking over and over. There's interactive portions, and the biggest benefit is the networking.
Yeah,
You are networking
absolutely.
with other people that are just as dedicated and serious as you. So you're not joining a Skype group where you're wondering, everyone's leeching information or it becomes a chat group. No, you're meeting other people that have made the investment. They have the same training you have, so you guys can freely talk.
Yeah.
And whenever there's a big conference, I hold these private parties, private events, so that it can really feel like a family, a real community, rather than one that's just by name.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, the networking has been amazing here, and I really loved in one of your sessions how we were talking about angles, and I had no idea how important angles were to
Absolutely.
the creation of a successful campaign. You were able to give us feedback straight away, and then take it to the next level.
And
That
it's,
was
it's
just
very
amazing.
it's very honest and brutal feedback.
It was brutal. It was really good. My last question for you, because I know we have to go, is what does a person have to do to be able to move from, say, $100 profit a day to $1,000 to, say, $10,000 profit a day? What
Sure.
needs to be in place?
Okay, so from 100 to 1,000, you need the right product, you need the right campaign. So that's a matter of finding the right traffic sources and the right verticals, okay? Once it gets to 100 to 1,000 a day, or even beyond, most people, they get stuck. They have some success, but they kind of get stuck at the $500 a day level. To get to the next level beyond that is two things. People. You need the right people on your team, because if you're doing everything yourself, you're bottlenecking your company.
Yeah.
You have what I call Superman complex, and you cannot let that happen. How can a single guy, even though he's working hard, he's working 14-hour day, how can he compete against a guy like me with 5 media buyers that's working 24/7? I remember last week I went on a flight to Asia, or 2 weeks ago I went on a flight to Asia. I was in the air for 24 hours. I didn't have any Wi-Fi. I landed, I made 15,000 profit that day. Why? Because my team, my systems, they're working 24/7. I'm in Asia, they're in America, so we're making money all the time. And second thing that's most important is the concept of systems automation. So, I don't know too much about your audience, Samith, but I'm pretty sure they all know what Aweber or Infusionsoft is. So you see how easy it is to automate your marketing. So you can take the systems thinking and apply it to affiliate marketing, and you can do that through either software or through people.
Yeah.
And systemizing, it's not a natural way of thinking, but once you understand it, the world changes. The world changes. So that's how you get to that next level, because what I teach is not to help you make your first profitable campaign. My goal is for you to understand the fundamentals, understand the thought process, so you can hit that $500 a day campaign over and over and over and over again. That's the secret to longevity, because who cares if you make $500,000 this year and then you blow it all, you can't make any more money, and then you're back to a 9-to-5 job. No, I want to teach you the fundamentals. I also want to teach you how to stay in this business for the long run. And third, my brand, a lot of my personal philosophies going in there about, stay frugal, understand your finances. I also talk a lot about productivity, self-improvement stuff, because I believe in helping everyone live what I call a rich life. And just because you have money doesn't mean you have a rich life. Having a rich life means excellence in all aspects of your life. Like yesterday, 5 a.m., I go to the gym, I see Samith, 5 a.m., and then I teach the workshop the entire day. So the point is, you have to have excellence in all aspects of your life: a great relationship, great family life, great health, great friends. So that's the point. You have to understand, what is the point of all this? You have a lot of money, what's the so what? You have the money, so what? If your so what is so you can spend more time with your family, well, if you're working 14 hours a day, you're not really spending time with your family, right? That's why I place so much emphasis on systems and productivity, because for me, money's great, but what's more important than money? Time. I don't want to be one of those guys sitting in front of the computer all day. I work hard, but it's by choice. But yet, I make enough time to travel. Right before this, I visited Angkor Wat in Cambodia, bucket list of mine, dream place. And after this, I'm heading to Kuala Lumpur to spend time with my godson. That's part of rich life, when you have the money to buy the freedom, buy the time to do whatever you want to do. So you have to think, what's your end goal? What's the so what?
Charles, this has been an enlightening interview, and I just want to once again, thank you so much for sharing so much of your knowledge and systems-based thinking over these past 3 days, and also taking a 3-day workshop to the next level. The networking, the food has been amazing, but Singapore food is just amazing in general.
Well, we're in Singapore. The Singaporeans love good food.
Yeah, oh my God.
So I've just been, I think we're eating every 2 hours.
Yeah, it's been great. So, how can people find out more about you?
Yeah. So the best way is to go to my blog, charlesngo.com, and I'm all over social media. I have a Twitter, Dr_NGO. There's a Facebook page. I Periscope.
Periscope, yeah.
It's very difficult not to find me. I'm very easy to find.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.